everybody. 20 fans in my room. Hence the name, hence the reason why I put 20 in my YouTube channel name. Socket fan. Well, seized up when I got it, spun it by hand, ran fine. It only has a switch if you put it in something that has a switch. Or a wall switch. Tore him to shreds, runs perfectly fine. That's the only information's on it. Tore these two to shreds. The only thing I didn't like about it, I didn't have oil at the time. These were actually my first ones I ever did. And then this one here actually needs a little more oil put in it. I'll have to do that someday. It runs fine, but it's starting to get a little clicky, which I don't like. So got him new, good little runner. Expensive Holmes window fan. Oops. Expensive Holmes window fan. Good little runner. It's got the cheaper motors in it, but very good runner. And it does not take much voltage, which is great. Nice little laptop blower, fan, cooler. Comair Rotron blower. Everything's fine on it. The only thing that drives me nuts is that 3 cutouts. 2 cutouts. 2 cutouts. I don't know if that's for leveling the blades. A YouTube video, somebody said that they think that makes it more quieter, which, okay, it could be. I don't know. But that's one of my restoration projects I just got done doing not too long ago. And when I do my projects, these two here blow dries everything along with that little guy. When I do a project like, say, that fan or that goofy little blower. These here are nice oscillating 16-inch high-performance Lasko fans. Not much of a collector's item, but these are nice to have for like basement use. They're cheap, they're plastic, and they don't tip over easily. Same with this thing here. This thing here ain't too well known. I couldn't really find, I think I only found like 2 YouTube videos of this, and the one was a little bit different. Nice little motor, and this thing's built good. I mean, you could drop this on hard ground and it might crack eventually, but it's decently made. It's not just going to explode and, break like some of those grills like on that. The only thing here, if I pushed on here hard enough, that grill will pop right off. But airflow, it just about stands up to that. And that's a good 16-inch amber color bladed Galaxy. Not sure what year, but I know those are pretty much collector's items nowadays. These are nice. I mean, they work. Good fan there. The only thing I did there is the brackets on each side where it mounts onto the legs. I fiddle around with that because otherwise, I'm against the wall now. But like how it does that. Before it went, it would just sit in one spot. It would spring right back to one spot. So. And of course, these two here are adjustable, just like that is, or like that True Living fan there is. That's a good fan. I wish the plastic one had got yellow. Like the couple knobs, like the 2 knobs there, and that piece got yellow. The rest, maybe the hub barely. The rest of it's fine. The cord, but typically every cord does that, and that's the same company. Is that bluish whitish colored one up there? And the True Living. And the thing I like about those 3 too, I think something I forgot to say. All 3 of those blow about the exact same amount of air, so I use them as part dryers, just like I do in the base of this one, or these 2 here. My 2 antique box fans tore him apart. 2? I can't even remember when I did that one. This one here was not too long ago. Literally along with that one there, I did that one in my basement. That the little black round one I didn't have to do much with. This one here I tore down the shreds. The switch is bad. Works okay. Works okay. Well, no, wait a minute. Well, yeah, the switch ain't right. It turns on whenever it feels like it. So that switch there I got on Amazon is going to take place there. Same thing here. You ever want a good handle for a box fan? Go to your big box store and get one of these. Get like a cupboard drawer handle. That works really good for that. Actually looks kind of nice too. It would have been cool to have a white one, but it works. And of course, same switch that's going to take the place of the ceiling fan switch. I wanted to make sure it still ran. Runs perfectly fine, except for the medium kept giving out on it, and that's what started that, and that's why that switch is in there. Runs perfectly fine now. Apparently, these do have a history of the switches going bad. One of my other YouTube friends, I can't think of his name right now. I might put it down in the description if anybody wants to know. Another fan collector had like 3 of these for his family. He did a restoration project on one of them. And he had the same thing. The medium speed quit on it. Well, at least on mine anyways, the plastic just fell apart. I was looking inside of it, and anytime I pushed down like on the knob here, the bottom of the switch would lower, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. So I'm like, there's no fixing that. The switch is just deteriorating pretty much. And I don't know if this one here is doing that too. It doesn't seem like it. It seems strong enough in there. But Weather Shield Lasco box fan. Good box fan, good runner. Still better than the Today made ones, even though this one is pretty well newer. But this one's got the slightly bigger motor. And the better pitch blades, and it runs, you know, how it should. A little bit quieter and moves good enough amount of air. You know, I don't know if I call it a whole house fan, but I mean, it would at least try. Two little D-powered little O2 cool fan. 2-speed. The batteries can be about halfway dead, and this thing will still blow a nice breeze, which is really nice because not every device out there will do that. So that is rather nice. And then there's this goofy little thing here, an Elefun fan. This is all I have to it. This is all I really wanted to it. I put a piece of tape in the part right there just so the air kind of wouldn't leak out there. I left that ring on top here. 4C batteries. I will be putting that in there too, along with those 2 switches on the 2 box fans. So that way you could just plug it in. Why am I doing it? Because I can. And batteries are silly and expensive, and they can die and they can leak by themselves, and just, you know, versus a plug. And everybody knows the wall outlet power is cheaper anyways. I mean, your house has it, why not use it and just be done, versus having to buy different size batteries for everything, which is kind of silly. But yeah, so that's all my fans. Any questions, leave in the comments below. I'll answer them best I can. Now I'm going to start them. Remote control switches. I don't know if anybody's ever used those Christmas lights with their remote control switches. Yeah. But these are fun. So let's start them up. Socket fan. Holmes window fan with remote. As the light jumps over, it's jumping up in speed. Any headphone users out there, be careful of the wind noise. Just a nice suggestion. Tornado speed. Yeah, the black one's obviously the most noisiest one. This one here's got a cool, kind of a low-pitched hum to it. And then there's this silly thing. Yeah, it's got like 3 little plastic blades in it. It's got one of those tip-over switches, kind of like a heater has. And this is 20 fans running in my bedroom right now, all on high speed and or on. Spin down time is going to be a little hard, but I'll try my best here. Yeah, it's hard. I'll just tip him over. Yeah, that there's pretty much got the longest spin down time. Yeah, I'll have to figure out a way to make this easier, but of course, my antique one and the Galaxy, and that one there always does win. And that little one I just turned off. For restoration projects, these two turned out so well. And now they're just finally stopped, and he was one of the first ones I turned off, so. But thank you guys. Like and comment, subscribe. Ask me any questions. I'll try to do the best I can and answer them in any way that I can. Rather just telling you or making a nice video. Thank you guys.